Welcome to the Struggles Real. I'm here with.
Willetta, young.
Are you currently homeless?
Not now. I used to be
How long were you homeless?
for almost 2 years.
Uh, what led to that situation?
Um, I used a lot of bullying going on where I used to live at in Southeast, and I couldn't deal with it. I'm not a drama person, so I left my apartment and went to a shelter.
That had to be bad,
Yes.
If the bullying was that bad that you
Yes.
left your apartment and went to a shelter.
Yes.
So what was going
I left
on?
everything, my TVs, my furniture, and everything. I was by myself. I was living by myself. So.
What was going on that made it that bad?
Because they used to knock on my door, I go to my peephole and don't see nobody, or people stomping over top of your head, real bad, knowing that you're downstairs, stuff like that. And then I had a run-in with her in the hallway, her and some girls. So.
And they wanted to fight you?
Yeah, they wanted to fight me. They kicked my door and everything,
Oh,
I told
my
the
goodness.
landlady about it, but she didn't do anything because she was with them. Come to find out she was with them.
Oh, so they all friends.
They was in there together, in cahoots together. So I left. I left everything. I went and got in the shelter. And I went to the shelter, and I stayed in the shelter for a while, which is 2nd and D Street. I left there because they had bed bugs. And I didn't want none.
How long were you there?
I was there for about 4 hours.
Oh my goodness.
4 hours.
That had to be
When they
bad.
said- yes, when they said bed bugs.
Them bed bug muscles biting.
I don't know, because I didn't take no
Oh, you
chances.
didn't take no
They
chance.
put me downstairs instead of upstairs where everybody else was. So I went there. After I left there, I went to it's a shelter now over there by the jail, which called I went to Patricia Handy after that, which was a shelter on 6th Street. I stayed there because it was nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had me switch from there to over there by the jail, and from the jail, which is the old morgue.
Oh, morgue.
The old morgue where the bodies used to come. It'd be so cold in there.
Oh my goodness.
And so
Yeah.
after they put me in there, I stayed there for about 2 months. Then they say 50 plus because they know I was 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They moved me to the 50 plus hotel on New York Avenue. New York and Bladenburg Road.
Now see, different people coming out of the hotels. Everybody don't look 50. It be
Yeah.
people looking 20, 30.
Right.
Now, like, what's the
Right.
difference? If it's
Yeah.
if it's
No,
is
they
it
go
different
by- I guess
floors
they go
or
by
what?
No, they go by your birthday or something like that. Because when they told me, they say, you got this hotel for the 50 plus. From there, you move into your place. So I told her, I'm willing to go. So she sent me there. I had my own room and everything. And then I got a case manager to come to see me. And she found an apartment for me. And I came to my apartment. I've been in my apartment off and on for the longest.
So how does that work? You get into these shelters to end up getting into a place. How does that work? Because a lot of people don't know. That's why they be like roaming the
Okay.
streets, doing things that they really.
They explain everything to you when you first get into the when you first come to the shelter. They explain your do's, your don'ts, your wills and your wants. How can they help you? How do you benefit from them helping you? And me myself, I have mental health, so I have a case manager that I deal with too.
Oh, okay. So what are your mental health issues?
My mental health issues are I've been diagnosed with 5 different things: bipolar, schizophrenia, PTSD, manic depression, all that. I take medicine for it. Plus, I can't sleep at night, so they give me Trazodone. I was taking Seroquel, but Seroquel was too potent for me, so they put and gave me Trazodone from my doctor. Plus, I'm entitled to let y'all know that a person that's homeless and struggling goes through a lot mentally.
I bet.
It messes with you mentally, because it's what's going on with you. You know, can't nobody solve it but you. You can have help, but you gotta do it yourself. It takes the first move first. I didn't like being homeless. That's why I went and got into the shelter. I've been raped 5 times being homeless.
Oh my
You
goodness.
know what I'm saying? So I know.
So what is? I'm sorry that you went through that.
Yeah, I went through a whole lot being homeless. You understand
Was that
what I'm
in
saying?
there? Or was it out here on the streets?
No,
or-
this is on the streets. This is on the streets. I'm on my way home from work.
So on the street you gotta say SA.
Right.
Yeah.
After you stop at the stop sign, the car pull up, open the doors with a gun in their hand, and snatch you in. You snatched me in. And took me on the highway and did what they wanted to do to me. But thank God,
That's
still
horrible.
here to tell a story to save another. You understand what I'm saying? I had my addictions and all that, but I've been clean now for some years.
What were your addictions?
Heroin, PCP. PCP kept me to the point where I didn't have to worry about this, that, and the third because I stayed high all the time. But that ain't where it was. You know, I did that for 4 years. You know, I smoked PCP to bury my problems. But come to find out, once that high is over,
The problem's
you got
still
the
there.
problem again. It's right back. It ain't going nowhere. See what I'm saying? You just buried it. See, I've been through a lot. I'm 61 years old. Might not look it, but I've been through a whole lot in my life. You understand what I'm saying? To sit up here and tell somebody about it. But I wish no homeless on nobody being homeless. But the president trying to make sure everybody homeless and not trying to have nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But I wish I could fight against it. But it's no.
So how did you get on those drugs?
Well, let's see. When I was younger, I used to talk to somebody that started me on heroin. I was younger then, you know. I was around 17 or 18 when I first tried heroin. But then I liked the high, so that I rode that horse. I called it a horse. I rode that horse for so many years, from the age of 18 up until I was almost 50.
Wow, that's
Years
a long time.
Yes, it's a long time. You know, and I went through my struggles. I got clean on my own by myself. And anybody out there that knows about heroin knows what that horse will drag you coming off of it. You understand what I'm saying? So
And I heard you get sick if you,
yeah, you get
you know,
sick
if you don't have
you
it.
get sick for 3 or 4 days straight. You can't eat nothing. You can't drink nothing because whatever you eat or drink, it comes right back up. I know. I've been there. You know, and I won't wish that on nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I've been there. This is my experience. Nobody else's. This is mine. So I went from using heroin to PCP because me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to love to get high with PCP because it numbs you from thinking, having to think about stuff. It numbs you to the point where you be in another world. You're not in this world, you know. But I thank God. After all I smoke, I still have my right mind. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't do nothing there. I smoke marijuana because I have PTSD. They tell you to smoke marijuana because it keeps you, you know, elevated. You won't have to take medicine, you know, medicine they put together and stuff. So, yeah, I'm with that, you know. I smoke weed, that's it. You know, I don't drink, I don't do nothing else.
So when you were on a PCP and a heroin, did that lead you to like commit any crimes, anything like that?
Oh, yeah. No lie, yes. Because when I was younger, on heroin, I stayed in trouble. This is in North Carolina, I stayed in trouble. I went to jail all the time for little petty crimes.
And how much time did you do?
Altogether, I did 4 years.
Wow.
But one sentence, 4 years, because I hurt a person that hurt me, tried to rape me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've been raped, like I said, I've been raped by 5 different people at the same time. So this time, the person tried to rape me, I stabbed him.
Oh my
3
goodness.
inches from his heart. You know, I don't have to lie about being in prison. I was in prison. Anybody know North Carolina Fountain Correctional Facility? I was in there for 4 years. 4 years and 1 month.
And how was that being being away in prison 4 years? How was that life?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I was a Bible pusher.
Okay.
I believe in God.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? And God got me through that 4 years. The last 4 years, I couldn't talk to my mother. For 3 years, God rest her soul. You know, I lost my mom.
Sorry for
I
your
lost
loss.
my grandma. My grandmother raised me from 3 days old up until I was 21 when she passed away. So therefore, I had to start living on my own. My mom, she never really connected with me like that because she tried to give me up for adoption when she was 16, because my mother was only 16 when she had me.
Oh wow.
There's 16 years difference between me and my mother, God rest her soul. You know, but now I'm learning to live on my own. I have no other choice.
So when you were in there, did you get any family support? Like anybody send you money orders?
At the last, thank you for bringing that up. At the last 6 months of my sentence before they gave me work release, I mean, when I was on work release and they gave me, what you call it, an early release date.
Mm-hmm.
I got released April 9th on my sister's birthday. My mother had called me 2 months, and prior to that was sending me $100 because there wasn't nobody. I had no visits for almost 4 years.
Oh,
I didn't
my
have no
goodness.
visits, no letters, no nothing.
No, there's no.
And you don't know, that's a struggle right there.
Yeah, that
So,
got to be a show because you got other people, inmates
Right,
saying,
that's
"Look,
why
my
I don't
my
wish that
such
upon
such wrote
nobody.
me. Somebody sent me some money. Somebody get, and then without really
and,
getting
you know,
support until
my
the
mother,
end."
she didn't answer the phone for the first 3.5 years I was in there. The phone was going busy because it wasn't for my time or our time to talk to each other. So when 6 months into my sentencing ended, my mother answered her phone. My sister did, God rest her soul too, because mostly all my people dead except for my cousins. But I'm a survivor.
You definitely are, especially like you gotta have a strong mind. Be in
Yeah.
prison, no
And I
no
normally
support.
don't tell my story.
Well, thanks for sharing your story
I know you'll tell my
on
story.
Rodriguez Jackson TV.
But maybe this will help somebody else.
It will.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm in my addiction, I learned in order for you to keep what you have, you got to give it away. Pretty much, you got to share it with somebody else to help that person. And I learned that. That's where my clean time come in. Trying to stay clean. Marijuana, you're not staying clean, but trying to stay clean.
Yeah.
It's away from the hard drugs. I never did cocaine. I never did rock, none of that. But that PCP was just as bad as hell.
So are you receiving any type of financial income, like
Yes, I get SSI because of my mental health.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I used to work before they found out that I had some issues. I worked at Howard University campus doing security for 2 years until they found out that I had a mental condition.
And they fired you for that?
They fired me for that. Because you're supposed to be on point at all times at Howard University when you're dealing with the population of the football team. I used to guard them.
Okay.
And they don't. So I know about that one. And after that job was ended, I haven't worked since.
That had to be. So did that make it harder for you to get other jobs
That
because
was during
because
the
of
time
them?
of the pandemic, because when I got fired.
Mm.
You know how long ago that's been?
Yeah, it's been
A couple of years.
Yeah, been almost 5.5, 6 years.
Yeah. So I've been doing little odd jobs and stuff like that, But at the same token, it's hard having a mental condition and letting people know about you because everybody don't take mental health serious.
No, some people laugh about it.
Yeah, they laugh about it, talking about you got demons. They don't
Or you
realize-
crazy, or
Yeah,
different
whatever,
stuff like that.
But at the same token, I try to help another all the time. I have my struggles, but I'm still there. To help another. That's it. I guess that's my, my calling. to help others,
So,
regardless to what I went through.
so have you been like taking your medication, seeing your doctors and
I take it
everything?
all the time because I have high blood pressure. You don't want to know. I have a handful of medicine I have to take because I have high blood pressure. I have chronic kidney disease. You understand what I'm saying? What else? It's a lot going on with me. A whole lot.
Do you see any like psychiatrists?
Yeah. I call. She talks to me on the phone once a week, and sometimes I go into her office if I really need to talk to her. And I have a mental health place that I was dealing with, but then I found out that they don't have my best interest at heart with my mental health. They tell me I'm crazy or I'm a fighter because I have an anger issue. That's part of my mental health too, being angry all the time. A person just makes me angry with the things they do. You understand what I'm saying? But I shouldn't let that bother me. You understand what I'm saying? But it does.
Okay. Have you taken any like anger management?
Yeah, I took anger management. How did that turn out? Well, I'm standing here.
Yeah, you ain't trying to fight me, so it must work.
I'm standing
must
here
work.
and I'm not fussing. Because I could be something else. I mean, my mouth could be crazy. Anybody that know of me can tell you, I have a mouth on me sometimes. But being homeless is not what it is. It's not.
That's why I'm surprised you got through all those years, being incarcerated with nobody.
No, I didn't have nobody.
You the people like that, they be in the jail fighting everybody.
I had one fight in jail, where I had to beat a girl with a mop handle.
Oh my goodness.
Because she gonna try to make me mop the floor and then gonna draw a stick on me, so I wound up unscrewing the mop and beating her with the stick. So that had me to think, because the sergeant told me, he said, "Young, before you leave, we're gonna leave the light on for you." I said, "Why is that?" He said, "Because you're coming back." He said, "Excuse my expression, bullshit." And I've been home since 2010, do math.
Oh, you doing good. You ain't been back.
Nah.
So there must have been motivation for you not to come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go back in there.
With the help of God. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody don't believe in God.
Yeah, everybody don't. I was wondering, was you religious or spiritual or anything?
Yes, I'm Christian and Muslim. I'm married to a Muslim. You
Oh,
understand what I'm
nice.
saying? So I practice their religion too. You understand what I'm saying? I knew about Christian religion. Now I know about Muslim religion.
Okay, you say you're married to a Muslim. How long you been married?
I've been married for 7 years.
7 years? Oh, nice. A lot of people expect somebody going through the struggle of homeless not to have nobody. I don't know why a lot of people think like that, but they do. They say
sometimes it ain't good. You dealing with people with the same.
Oh, he got the same thing you got.
Mentality. It's
Yeah, so y'all get into it sometime. Well, you must be in love. You still with him?
Fire up. How you doing? You bring the fire up. You understand what I'm saying? But I know how to stay my distance.
Where'd you meet him, here or?
Yeah, I met him here in DC. He's not from here.
Oh, he's not from DC. Where is he from?
From Florida.
Florida? Okay.
Yeah. So at the same time, I know I gotta stay my distance. My distance. If I want to stay sane, that's what happens. You gotta keep your distance.
Yeah, so if anybody want to reach out to you, connect, share some information, give some help, you have Facebook, Cash App.
I have Cash App. I have Facebook too.
Okay, let's give them both out.
My Facebook is Willetta Young. My Cash App is Aisha, AIESHA MOORE 2023. That's Cash App.
Okay.
So I have an email too. My email address is my first name, Willetta, WILLETTA, 52@gmail.com.
Okay, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to Rodriguez Jackson TV. We out.